The Halal Times, the voice of Ummah. In a week marked by tragedy and mourning, New York came together to honor the life of Didarul Islam, a Muslim NYPD officer who gave everything in the line of duty. But even in this time of shared loss, politics and prejudice found a way to invade, as U.S. Senator Ted Cruz's hatred and detest for Islam was so strong that he couldn't even spare the NYPD officer's funeral from his hostility and bigotry. What was intended to be a day of grieving for the loss of a young police officer who gave his life for America became the topic of the town due to Ted Cruz's hate-filled attacks, which he was willing to launch with any pretext. Didarul Islam was just 36 years old. He came to America from Bangladesh with a dream of serving his community and protecting the people of New York City. His life was cut short last Monday in a horrific shooting that claimed the lives of 4 individuals in Midtown Manhattan. Thousands gathered in the Bronx to bid farewell. Family, friends, officers, neighbors, united in sorrow. Among the mourners was New York Governor Kathy Hochul, who, out of respect for Officer Islam's faith and family, wore a headscarf while attending the funeral. Yet instead of compassion, an anonymous conservative account posted a photo of Governor Hochul wearing the scarf with a caption questioning, in crude language, why she would wear a hijab. Republican Senator Ted Cruz of Texas chose to amplify this message. With a dismissive comment, what? He ridiculed a moment of solemn tribute. Governor Hochul did not stay silent. She replied directly, "I wore a headscarf to honor a fallen Muslim NYPD officer at his funeral. Respecting a grieving family's faith is what leaders and anyone with basic decency would do." Senator Cruz, instead of reflecting, doubled down. In a follow-up post, he wrote, "I agree. You should wear a hijab every day because you are so damn decent. Never mind the rights of women in New York, not your concern." His comments drew swift condemnation from civil rights groups, interfaith leaders, and everyday Americans alike. The Council on American Islamic Relations issued a statement calling Senator Cruz's remarks despicable and disrespectful, urging him to apologize to Officer Islam's family and to the governor. They emphasized that Ted Cruz is so filled with Islamophobia that he did not even spare the funeral event from his hate. Rather, he used that event as an opportunity to amplify his hatred against Muslims. If Ted Cruz has any remaining sense of human decency, he will apologize to both the family of slain New York City Police Department officer Didarul Islam and Governor Kathy Hochul for his despicable and disrespectful conduct, the statement said. Senator Cruz should be ashamed of himself for daring to use a murdered Muslim NYPD officer's funeral as an opportunity to amplify anti-Muslim hate. They pointed out the hypocrisy of Cruz having worn a yarmulke in Jewish sacred spaces, an act of respect similar to Hochul's. The next time Mr. Cruz visits a Catholic church, he should look up, notice the statues depicting Mary wearing a scarf, and ask himself why he hates the sight of the hijab so much, the statement said. Fact-checkers quickly surfaced photos of Ted Cruz during his 2016 presidential campaign, respectfully donning a yarmulke at the Jewish Center of Brighton Beach in Brooklyn. Critics have since asked why showing similar respect to a Muslim community is met with ridicule. Why is wearing a hijab oppressing women and challenging their rights, while wearing a yarmulke is showing respect to a culture? The answer is evident. Ted Cruz does not oppose Governor Hochul. He simply cannot tolerate anything even slightly associated with Islam being perceived as respect. The statement issued by CAIR should prompt Islamophobes like Ted Cruz to reflect on why the hijab, which they so strongly oppose and perceive as a threat to women's rights, was worn by Mother Mary. Many New Yorkers and Americans spoke out to defend Governor Hochul's gesture. Evaristus Odinikaeze wrote, "Governor Hochul showed respect, empathy, and leadership. Wearing a headscarf at a Muslim officer's funeral isn't virtue signaling, It's human decency. Didarul Islam's story is one of sacrifice. He was a young immigrant who rose to serve New York City. He leaves behind a grieving family, his parents, his wife expecting a child, and young sons who will now grow up without their father. He worked tirelessly to make his city safer, first as a school safety agent, then as a police officer for 3.5 years. He was posthumously promoted to detective in recognition of his courage and dedication. In moments of grief, respect for one another's beliefs is not only tradition, it is a reflection of our shared humanity. While public figures and Islamophobes like Ted Cruz are using this opportunity to spew anti-Muslim hatred and score points on social media, a family is mourning, a community is healing, and a hero is gone. That's all for today. If you found the video informative and engaging, please like it and subscribe to the channel. Jazak Allahu khairan.